Okay, this is officially my last video that I'm recording for today, and that is synchronicities and signs to see what you have done is actually working. Guys, signs do not precede, but they do follow, meaning there will not be any sign of what you're doing is actually working, because you're going to experience the end and the signs will be there after you have experienced the end. Now guys, I must admit, I fell into the trap of synchronicities and signs, and there's all this lovely fucking synchronicities of seeing your specific person everywhere, and 1111 and angel numbers, and other people get what you want to experience. They get engaged, they're having babies, they get pregnancies, they got money, they experience. Okay, that is a very good indication that you might have impressed your subconscious mind properly, and that your awareness is now according to that what you want to experience. But that is not the sign that you want. You don't want to be stuck looking and searching and thinking of signs to prove to you that what you have done is already yours. You have already experienced it. Alright? Don't fall into that trap, because most of my experiences that realized and hardened into fact, there was no sign. There was no sign. In fact, there was silence. It seemed that nothing was happening. It seemed that it was cricket quiet. There was just that cricket with what you hear when everything is quiet. I never experienced my end goal, that signs followed and showed me that I'm going to experience what it is what I want to experience. Most of the time it just came out of the blue without evidence that it was going to show up. In fact, there was things that unfolded in my reality that was not that I thought is never going to happen, and I actually started to give up about the idea, but it's before I knew what I knew today. Signs do not follow, they do precede. And birds before land to show you, and that is actually, I think it was a Napoleon Hill analogy or saying, to show that you were close to land, and then they use it into the manifestation community to show or give you indication that what you're doing is actually working. Now the same with the ladder technique. Today I actually saw a few vehicles with a ladder on top of the roof, because I am actually experimenting with the ladder technique again. I'm doing the ladder technique or experiment, but I'm also using that same experiment for other things that I want to experience in my reality. But this is actually just an experiment to show myself what I have least resistant with and which one is going to unfold much quicker than the other. It's just to, I'm just playing around. I don't expect it to do anything. But I am doing the experiment, and guess what? I've saw more than one vehicle with a ladder. Now that is a sign that I did impress my subconscious mind. I did impress my subconscious mind. But that is not the end. The end is to climb the ladder. That is the end. That is nothing. Because if I keep on looking at a sign that I see ladders all over, and do nothing about it, it keeps me stuck in the middle of that. So signs do not follow, they proceed. So stop looking for synchronicities, angel numbers, and signs to show you what you are doing is working, because you are the fucking sign. You are the unfolding of what you want to experience. Just keep on doing what you're doing and impress your subconscious mind until it feels natural to you. And don't worry about whatever is going to unfold for you to come to that end. Don't look for signs. Don't look for synchronicities. Because it means nothing unless you give it meaning that it does mean anything. But I promise you, and you can look in your own reality, in your own life, when you're a conscious manifester or doing this for quite a long time. Tell me if I'm talking bullshit. How many times have you experienced your end goal or your desire and you had no movement or sign or synchronicity or angel number to indicate that what you are doing is actually fucking working? Be honest. Leave me a comment down below. Let's be honest. This is a channel of honesty. Tell me if you have experienced any movement or any sign or synchronicity or indication showing you that your end goal, what you want to experience, is on your path. It's going to happen for you. And how many times did you fall into that loop of looking for synchronicities and signs and angel numbers indicating that you are on the right path, and keeping you just receiving signs and not the fucking end? Birds before land. Or how many times did you have received partial of your manifestation, or kind of an indication that it's your manifestation but not a full manifestation, because you keep on looping yourself into that loop of signs, synchronicities, and angel numbers. You got stuck into that analogy of birds before land, and that was not your end. The end was the land, not on the sea seeing birds that indicate land is close by, because that is what it meant when the sailors were on the cruise or on the sea. They used birds to indicate if land was nearby. But that was not the end. The end was to experience landing at land, and not the birds in the sky that indicate that they were close. So anyway, that is it for today. I'm going to leave it at that, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave your comments and your questions down below. I'm not here to be popular. I'm not. I am not here to try to fucking convince you something else. I want you to actually do the work and experience this yourself, so that you can be your own revelation and proof of what is happening. You have already experienced, but you can use it to your benefit. I've done this for quite a long time, guys. I know I don't want you to waste 20, 30, 40 fucking years of your life when you can actually just have it easy and do and apply what is taught to you, and just do that exactly what is said. Why is it so fucking difficult? You know the word, don't just be a hearer, be a doer of the law. As easy as that. Your life can change instantly if you just actually start to implement what you have heard and do what works, and stop going around the fucking bush by going back and forth and doing the looping thing all the time. It's so unnecessary. Why do you think Abdullah was so freaking strict with Neville when he wanted to go to Barbados? He actually slammed the door in Neville's face. Every time when Neville wanted to talk about the thing that he doesn't have or want to experience, and Abdullah was just like slamming the door in Neville's face and told him, I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you talking to me? You're already in fucking Barbados. He didn't convince him or try to give him signs or fucking give him sugar coating, whatever. He slammed the door in Neville's face more than once. More than once. He didn't say to him, Neville, look for signs or go and do the middle part or breach or whatever. He told Neville, I don't know why you're talking to me, because you are not here, you are in Barbados. Because that is what Neville wanted to experience, is going to Barbados to his family. And Abdullah just didn't, he was a no bullshit man. He just knew if he going to learn Neville about the law of assumption or imaginal creates your reality, he needs to be strict about it and don't go fluff and all bullshit with Neville. He must be strict with him by saying to him, without Neville actually understood what he was fucking doing. He didn't even know what Abdullah was busy doing with him. He was so confused. But Abdullah didn't go and told him and convince him or confirm his confusion. He was just, you are already in Barbados. You're sleeping in Barbados looking at New York. Why are you talking to me? Because you are not here, Neville. You are already in Barbados. He didn't look for signs. He didn't tell Neville to go and fucking do techniques and whatever and fucking look for angel numbers and trying to convince himself that there's a sign that's showing up. Nothing. So stop it trying to fucking confuse yourself and just go and do the work and go to the end. As easy as that. Anyway, love you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.